At 16, you learned the lesson about real estate that kind of catalyzed and got your real estate career going when you needed a home for a business that you were running. Why don't you tell that story?
Separate from my father's business, I started this book distribution business, very small business. But I did need a one-room office. And so I looked around, and there was one, it was a couple of blocks. My father's office was at 57th and Madison in the Fuller Building. So I wanted something nearby. And I saw that there was an office available on 59th Street between Park and Lex, but it was in a walk-up building. And I went there, and the owner showed it to me. And he says, well, I really have two of these offices, and I want to rent them together. And I said, well, I can barely afford the rent on one of these. He said, I'll give you a very good deal, and you'll find somebody else, and you can sublet the other room to it. So I didn't know better. I said, okay. And then as it would happen, a couple of days later, I found some guy who was looking for an office. I showed him the smaller of the two offices. He rented it and paid a rent that was equal to what I was paying for both offices. So now I had a free office, and the light went off that maybe the real estate business is easier than the book business, which had very small.
And this was on 59th Street in Philip Rudd's building, right?
Philip Rudd was the owner of the building. That's correct.
Interestingly, for the folks who are at BKREA that are here, we are now selling that piece of land. Those buildings have been demolished at 118 East 59th Street.
Correct.
We're selling the land for $450 a buildable foot, and probably your rent was a minuscule fraction of that.
Probably, $4 a foot.